Well, hello everyone, it's Liam Carrison here, and we're reacting to another episode of Supernatural as we get into episode number 5 of season 7. So before we do get into this episode, I was warned on Patreon, after posting episode 4 of season 7, to look away from the screen for about 10 seconds after Jared and Jensen's names pop up on the opening bit. So, yeah, I'm not nervous whatsoever with that ominous warning. So, yeah, just thought I'd give you a little bit of a heads up with that in mind. But yeah, I'm excited to get into this episode after season 7 has been really killer so far. It's been a really wonderful 4 episodes that has transpired, and the last episode, very serious stuff that emerged, especially in regards to Dean and how heavy that burden is for him, especially when we had the reappearance of Joe, albeit of course as a ghost. But yeah, it was a really great episode, bringing Osiris into the mix of things, and of course being the antagonist for last week's episode. So yeah, but yeah, why don't we get into this episode of Supernatural? It is episode 5 of season 7. Let's go.
The paper's ready tomorrow. Yay! I'm proud of you. Bye.
Is her hair gonna burn or something?
I'm not good. I'm very good.
You'll be very dead in a minute, probably.
Oh my god. Somebody help!
Holy shit! Oh, fuck me! I don't even want to see the other side. Phoy.
You are what you are. You will kill again.
I won't.
Dean's having dreams of season 7. Cool. Not the pleasant type either.
We have had this conversation, Sam.
No, we haven't. See, to do that, you'd have to sort of
Uh-oh.
speak.
Oh boy. Oh shit.
You're new Sam, right? Lance Armstrong.
Viking.
And
I hope he's not Lance Armstrong.
Right? Right, so you might see things different now. Call it.
If it started to blow a fuse or something, it would have shut down.
His hair's killing it, by the way.
Basically, you're saying that this couldn't have happened.
This shouldn't have happened. But it did happen.
Insurance adjusters already did that.
You know, I hope this guy didn't want to get nailed tonight. Oi. In the head. Oh no, they went for the eyes. It went for the eyes.
Emails back and forth pretty hot and heavy, and then suddenly they just stopped.
So everybody working on this project has died.
Well, not yet. They were
yeah.
working with the developer.
We're still got a list to go through.
Don Stark. Why do I know that name?
Donald Stark.
In the start.
No one knows he's dying on the inside.
Of course, they are creepy bastards with, peaceful music, whilst they've got a body in the back.
Was involved. I assume you think all 3 were murdered.
It's looking that way, yes.
Wait!
Mr. Stark, you had a relationship with all 3 victims, correct?
Jinx Masters! Holy shit!
And you were all involved in a shopping center project. Why'd that fall through?
Spike! Oh dearie. Oh dearie. Oh, they're bad. Oh boy. Oh no.
That's just, she got you cheating now. I couldn't help but notice things were kind of cordial between you and your assistant.
What?
Pretty good with the ladies.
That was Charisma Carpenter.
I'm a people person, and I admire dynamic, confident women.
What the fuck? Hang on 2 seconds. What the fuck? So we've got James Masters and we've got Charisma Carpenter. 2 famous icons from the Buffyverse in this episode. And they're together, or You know, they issues, but still, you cannot make this shit up. Holy damn! Not the ship that I have ever subscribed to, but here we are. Good way of getting Dean out the house. Yeah.
Sorry, restless leg syndrome.
Yep, that running gig is coming in clutch. Oh, you know what? I don't think, you know, heart and cupcakes is a good recipe mix, but oh, that's her own heart as well, isn't it? This is why did I eat before this?
Don Stark is my boss. That's it. He's married, for God's sakes.
Unless Don is working with Maggie and they're both playing
He and Don Stark.
Dean and
Ew.
Sam like damn fiddles.
What are you doing?
Shit.
Bunch these tables more in the middle. Give me more.
There was 3 of us in this marriage. Me, you, and your ego. That was the problem, Dawn.
Ooh.
So
That in a
excuse
chord
me,
he's
I have a
spitting
charity
out.
event to arrange.
2 FBI agents came by, asking questions.
Hunter's sweetheart. That's what they are.
Yeah, she knows the
Oh, I
score.
can see you're terrible.
Well, you know, hopefully that might not be an omen for things to come for you, bud. And I have your face off.
Dude, hi.
Pie. Oh!
That is
Chicken feet, just like the recipe calls for.
You did that deliberately,
It
Dean.
says the power
Sam,
and then
even.
there's so much product.
That is disgusting.
That smirk.
No.
Yeah, he's one-upping her. Oh!
No.
Yeah, well, you might not want to get ahead of yourself. Ay.
Fine, Donald.
They were just trying to one-up each other.
War.
Yeah. Anything you could do, I could do better.
Not alive, Maggie.
We'll team up. Spike and Cordy versus Dean and Sam.
Now, really? This is obviously a domestic dispute, so if you can kill them, counsel them.
Yeah,
Counsel
no,
them?
not my area. We get that you feel betrayed because you were.
Don't suck up to her.
Oh my god! This is not right!
I was betrayed. By all of them. Carl introduced you.
I gotta say, I don't think Don was lying when he said he regrets the whole Wendy thing.
Thing. Sit down.
Oh my god!
Yeah, affair, that's right, terrible. Oh,
I think the only
Oh
thing
come
I
on, you're
regret
gonna
is
ruin
getting
his
caught.
running career!
Wendy was nothing to me. It was you. Nothing happened with the Medici chick. You've always been insanely jealous.
Oh, I wonder why. Jenny.
Oh my
Wendy.
god!
Jenny, nothing happened with Jenny. She's
Oh
just
my
my sister.
god, they are really spitting at each other.
Yeah, she told us. Just an assistant.
Is that true?
you buried your anger and your disappointment till it tore you apart. All you needed to do was talk.
And I would have missed the nuking that my melon just took. Who wants that?
Oh no! Okay, this is a bit too far.
Thank you.
Could never murder you either, Dawn. It's crazy, but true.
Goodness. And look at Sam. Sam be Sam Winchester, therapist. Dean, punch bag. Hello? Hello? on! Let's go!
Kill us? We just saved your damn marriage.
Yeah, but to be fair, you also tried to kill her.
She was not going to let that slide.
Her ass. Gotta love her, right? Right. Bottomless pit.
Bottomless pit.
Ciao.
Bye, Spike.
We're good, right? We're good.
Yeah, you want to strangle him, I get it. He's just gonna keep bottling shit up, though. That's Dean Winchester in a nutshell, especially with this season in mind, when he just doesn't. Yeah, he's just in a very much vulnerable state, more so than ever, really. And yeah, I had a feeling when they were trying to quell the situation with Don and Maggie, it was gonna be utilized on Dean, because Sam was able to get through them. He needs to be able to get through his brother. He wants to help him out, but Dean's just not playing ball at the minute. So, hey, but man, it was quite bizarre. Like, especially the dynamic with Don and Maggie. I mean, it is just funny that you get two, notable character or actors, should I say, from the Buffyverse, involved playing like these two lovers who have had their issues, really, and there's this one-upmanship going on here, and yeah, and then you've got Sam who casually saves the day by just talking, by playing therapy, essentially. So yeah, that was a full blast of an episode. I mean, not just, of course, did the hype generate further with the inclusion of James Masters and Charisma Carpenter, which, of course, makes a lot of sense why I had to turn around and all of that in regards, because, sometimes, just in general, I don't usually see the, who is in this episode and all of that. I usually do look away, but I was given that warning. So, yeah, it wasn't just the one, it was the two, and it makes perfect sense. You yawny. It makes sense because of the fact that it's not just two actors, should I say, that you recognise, but both of them are from the Buffyverse, and those who have watched my Buffyverse reactions know that I love Buffy so much. So yeah, this would just be an absolute delight for me, and it was. So furthermore, that they were together and they were having that little quarrel, against each other. There was really, really sour history between the pair, but I just love the fact that they're magic as well. They did try to one-up each other as well. Like the bust, for example, that got and then Don took that personally. And then, of course, he repaid the favour with the paintings, and but it was a real blast. And of course, the final confrontation was the cherry on top, especially with how you had Sam essentially helping out, and Dean tried, but he just kept getting blasted back. So yeah, what are you doing, hey? So yeah, and then Sam is just essentially playing therapist, which it does make a lot of sense as well. It is, well, in the fact that he is trying to help Dean out. We'll of course get to that in a moment. So yeah, but it was just really, really fun stuff. It was quite gruesome as well in regards to the victims they were targeting as well, because I mean, we had all kinds of death. I mean, Wendy at the beginning with her cooking like a Christmas turkey, the guy in the toilet where he just got nailed. I think it was really, I mean, it didn't help that I ate as well before this reaction, so that was probably not a good idea. I could have probably done with a warning for that as well. Don't eat before this reaction, because the heart and the cupcake thing, yeah, very, very macabre. So, although I have to say I love her reaction as well about there were hearts in my cupcake. I'd never had that before. Yeah, it's not usually a common delicacy. I know, I get criticised for my weird mixes in terms of food, like mashed potato and tomato ketchup. People look at me the wrong way. But, you put ketchup on your chips or your fries if you're American, of course. No one bats an eye. This is essentially the same thing but mashed, so... But I get judged, I get crucified, so yeah, I know like I'm one for weed mixes, but that wasn't it, so ugh. And I'm sure it was, I wanted to say it was her heart as well, like she'd be eating her own heart, in a sense, like that would be fucked, so, but, and all the other deaths were really, really messed up as well. So, like I said, the guy in the toilet was just... Ugh. But, yeah, it was really, really great stuff to see. Even with the gruesome murders in mind and all of that and how that's not condonable and all of that, it was really, really great to see how they... were essentially able to patch things up. Obviously, they were in a bit of a bind. And yeah, with Dean and Sam, they were, Sam mainly, they were like able to try and patch things up. It was just so funny seeing them essentially play therapy, like couples counseling or whatever. And, trying to patch things up. So, yeah. And, it paid off really, really well as well at the end of the day. Because of the fact that with Dawn, there was an IOU really in regards to the Winchesters for patching things up in terms of that relationship because of the fact that he dealt with that Leviathan. So, yeah, I mean, had they not patched things up and I think the alternative was death. But say they lived and they didn't patch things up, he wouldn't be too welcoming to help out. With Maggie, she is someone who will remember any kind of actions that wrong her forever. So, yeah. It would make sense that she would still go out for Dean and Sam, considering that they initially tried to kill her. So, yeah. But with Dawn, he's like... there's a bit more of a heart there. So... Yeah. But still, it's really, really good now that we've gotten a bit of a situation where we've dealt with we've dealt with a Leviathan in the matter that they're knocked out. So, but still, that is better than nothing. That is better than dropping scrap cars on them and expecting results for them to just feel of that as an annoyance. It's progress at the end of the day. So baby steps in terms of dealing with the Leviathan. So yeah, but yeah, it was pretty good stuff. This episode, it was pretty. I mean, it was pretty great to have the idea of Witch's return into the mix of things. But they did it in a very, very unique way, especially with how at odds they were against each other. So yeah, but they patched things up at the end of the day, and they can be, I guess, petty lovers together. So yay. But yeah, there was this whole thing with Dean as well about him not opening up. I think if we've watched Supernatural for long enough, we kind of get a bit of an idea that Dean is not one to open up. He's very, very wallsed up and everything. And I think with this season, there's been a particular stronger hit in regards to Dean not really wanting to open up to anyone. With what happened to Castiel, not just in terms of, like, there's that sense of betrayal, but of course him dying. Although he's not dead, but yeah. And just everything. I mean, we've studied his attitude. I mean, he has been so hell-bent on, if I lose Bobby, then me and Sam are just riding off. It seems like... and Sam even pointed this out as well in regards to Dean with the flats. Because, I mean, I am sure Dean's, drank from a flask before in terms of the alcohol. But I see what they're doing. Because of the way that he drank in the last episode and just everything that's happened in season 4, he is drinking a lot more. Taking his mind away from the pain. Because he is currently in pain. And, with Dean, there is that open door from Sam. Sam is wanting to have Dean open up and all of that. But the problem is for Dean, he is doing something that I'm stubborn for, and that's bottling shit up. Which, I'm going to sound like a total hypocrite here and obviously say that bottling stuff up is not really an advisable thing. But, yeah, like I said, total hypocrite. But for Dean, it helps. Like it helps that he has no one to talk to, and he deals with this on his own. And it is, going to be for the best for him to talk to Sam about it eventually at some point, because he's just going to crack. And yeah, we're only 5 episodes in. So I feel like we are definitely going to see Dean sadly come to that breaking point. Just with how he's bottling everything up. Sam's trying to be there. Sam's offering his hand, but Sam's not taking it. Dean's not taking it, should I say. Yeah, Sam's offering that hand, and Dean feels it's for the best that he keeps this to himself. He can't really speak to anyone at this moment. So, and it is really, really heartbreaking. But like I said, with Dean, he has been this character that has been very, very wallsed up, and especially with this season, it's taken a huge whack to him, and yeah, so, but yeah, overall, this was pretty fun. I mean, even if there were different actors playing both Dawn and Maggie, the dialogue is still there, and the idea of their relationship still exists, and it is pretty. I mean, apart from the murders, obviously, it is. There are pretty fun circumstances that come about from from the I guess flair of that relationship. Just based on the fact that there were a few comedic moments, especially with Dean and Sam, and Dean constantly getting yeeted back, of course. But, with James Masters and with Charisma Carpenter, it works so well. With the fact that they are 2 big names. That's it, though. One wasn't a small-time role and one wasn't a big role. They were both big characters in the Buffyverse. And obviously James is a fantastic actor, so is Charisma. And putting them 2 together, it's just like fireworks at the end of the day. And it's just fun to see, so... yeah, but no, that was a very, very great episode. Very fun stuff. So I will see you guys next time. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. You can check out my videos on the right if you want to check out more of my content. You can also subscribe to my media feeds and channel if you want to. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. Hope you guys take care, and I will see you guys next time. Toodles!